What's up, guys? Midwest Tour Review here, back again. Yeah, you guys see it out here pulling parts for the BMW project. You know, it's always funny how like you go to a junkyard and you know, they tell you where the vehicles are at, and then you go in that area to go look for them, and that's now stuck. That sucks. But you go in the area that they tell you to, and then you start walking a yard and you find your vehicle or a vehicle like yours in multiple other areas. So with this one here, there's a couple things I want. This one here has the interior that I need. My driver's side seats are worn, so I think I'm gonna pull this set here, and I'm gonna do some repairs to the stitching there to kind of repair it or keep it from tearing further. But mine's is all worn out here in the center, so I think I'm gonna pull these guys. I'm gonna pull the center console there, at least the armrests, and I'm gonna pull this steering wheel. These steering wheels go for a lot of money on eBay, and I have the older style, which is still cool, but I want this one because these are thicker and it's got a more of a modern or updated look. I think I may pull the gauge cluster as well, because you guys see there, that one's got the gray accenting in it, and mine's do not have that. So I know I'm gonna pull those things there, but there's one here, there's one that's over there somewhere in that area, and it also has a really nice set of black seats. Although my interior is gray, I almost changed my interior based upon the quality of those black seats. Those seats don't need anything done to those, whereas mine will need a little bit of repair. But yeah, this is a local pick apart yard, and I'm out here just trying out new things, just trying to find out what they've got. I came here for another mission. My real mission is to grab a actuator motor for my Expedition, but easily got sidetracked here with the number of vehicles and the parts, because like I said, there's a lot of things that I needed, and I had never been on this side of the yard. Kind of give you guys a broader view. This is the kind of stuff that I like to do on weekends. Some people like to sit at home, watch football games. Nah, that ain't for me. I like to be doing something with my hands, doing work, not sitting around getting fat. But yeah, so I'm just working on this BMW. Like I said, I got other parts I got to grab. Thought that was one too, but it's not. I did bring out today, although I haven't had a chance to use it, I did bring out the Milwaukee right angle, and I don't know if I can find. Oh no, I brought the wrong battery anyway. Well, anyways, I got the wrong battery on that sucker. That sucks. But I was gonna try it out today if I could find something. I didn't need anything that would need to use that tool, so maybe I'll come back and we'll find something to put that guy to work with. But this is my pick apart bag, if you will, and let's get moving over here. Let's go look down some more lanes. But I'm gonna have a video already put together that covers the tools that I take to the junkyard. Now, that's an interesting subject, because if you're a DIY, that's going to be critically important versus perhaps, let's say, a seasoned mechanic. Seasoned mechanic's going to know exactly what they need each and every time, whereas us DIYers, unfortunately, that's a pretty cool hubcap. I like that, or a spare. I like that color to it. That's certainly a European thing. But for DIYers, we have to plan it out a little bit more, because we don't do this day in, day out. So got some tips, and not necessarily tricks, but I got a couple tips and things that I recommend that you carry regardless of what you're going to get out of the pick apart yard, and then some other things that you know, it's going to be a case by case situation, if you will. I'm just trying to see what they got over here. It looks like this is more of a Lexus aisle here. So let's go back this other way. Hopefully you guys can keep you guys in frame. That's a rough accident. But I tell you, if I needed a I had a car that I really didn't care a whole lot about, and I needed some parts, like, you know, a couple nice seats. I ran across a lot of cars out here that had some really good seats in them. You know, they're not necessarily for the model that you may be looking for, but good seats nonetheless. So even as I walk through here now, last I was here, I don't know, maybe they've now started to like organize it. And I don't say that to be mean or crass, just that when I came here all the other times, the BMW stuff has always kind of been like a couple cars on the other side. But now coming here this time, there's BMWs. Here's one right here, but it's got the tan interior and it's a different model. And but yeah, it seems like every other time I would come here, there's a Volvo. I used to have 2 of those. May have to let my brother know. He bought one of those from me, so he may need some parts. Here's another one, XC90s. But yeah, it seems like now they're more organized. They've got signs up that kind of tell you where you're going. So that's pretty cool. So let's see. Interesting thing is you have people from all walks of life come out here. It's not necessarily, you know, anybody who's poor or can't afford to buy a brand new OEM part or aftermarket part. You got people from all walks of life that are out here. Huh. That looks like, let me go take a look at this one here. No, that's not mine. I had one of them got junked, and I thought this was her because I didn't know what yard they brought it to. But this is a V6 for one, and I had a 5-cylinder. Mine was a V8, and I also had a 5-cylinder as well. Boy, those doors! I tell you what, if you ever slam the door of a Volvo, you know how well they're built. All right. Well, give you guys a little bit more footage time, but I think I finished the subject. But anyway, hopefully this comes out with the audio. But I'm gonna do a video that covers all of the basics for pulling parts if you're a novice. You know, I don't consider myself to be a novice per se because I'm here often. These guys know who I am. I just come on the yard, grab what I need. I get great deals and I go home. So, man, I'm so happy to have found those BMWs. You guys have no idea, man. Those BMWs were hard to find. And there's one right there. See, there's a station wagon. You know? Let's see here. Let's see what we got on this one here. I just took this intake hose. I think I need a power steering reservoir. This has got the gray interior, but these are worse condition than mine. Look at that. Ugh. They can be clean, but some work. But it doesn't have the steering wheel I need. Console's pretty warped and beat the hell up. Bunch of junk in the back of it. Sometimes I come here and it's cool to get the you guys probably can't see in there, but sometimes it's good to come here and grab the what do you call it, the lock keys off some of these things. That if you have a car and you need to get the lock key, grab yourself a lock key, because they ain't gonna do nothing with it. They're gonna just junk it. So I just gotta remember which row I was in for that BMW that I liked. But yeah, man, this is really good. I'm really happy. And one of the other big things too is if you have a car and you're pulling parts off of it, I would encourage you guys to grab as many parts as you can when you find your vehicle, because you're up against the crush schedule. So when they're going to destroy the car and crush it for the recyclable metals, and you're up against anyone else that's coming out here picking parts as well. There's my car right there, a silver one. All right, so I'll be back for you, baby. But like today, I couldn't pull everything. I'm not gonna be able to pull everything I need because A, I'm pressed for time, and B, there's some things I need to go home and grab, and I drove a half an hour to get here. So, but yeah, make sure that, you know, that's all part of planning. It's making sure that you got all the tools you need, because you're gonna need them, and you're gonna want to pull everything that you can possibly afford right then and there, so that you don't have to be worried about someone taking the parts you need. So just all about the planning. There's another one somewhere down this way too. I can't recall. Another BMW. But as you see, not old cars. You got all years, all makes and models, styles, trim packages, you know, everything's here. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna have to really focus on my job here, getting my parts. So I want to cut this one out. But if you like this video, hit subscribe, leave me some comments, let me know what you take to the junkyards, what you find is a good tool. Any questions you may have for me as it pertains to what I think you should grab and take. And yeah, catch me in the next one, guys. All right, peace.